we talking about today?
The trip today.
Okay.
I need a nap.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I need a nap.
That's actually the intro.
So
Intro music with the
I don't think anybody knows what you're talking about.
Morning, this is Dirt Nerds.
Good morning, Starshine.
the Earth says hello.
And that was PJ. I'm Tim. Trevor is right here. Hello, Trevor.
What?
That's Trevor. We're all sleepy, and Tom is sitting here as well.
Yo.
First of all, Tim didn't introduce himself properly. It's
didn't.
the Jester of Jeeps today.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also, this is the Dirt Drive podcast. We're way off.
That too. So yeah, we're just
Chief of Cherokees, the Chester of Jeeps, Tim Germanario.
I think he said the Jester of
the
Jeeps, not the
Jester
Chester.
of Jeeps.
Jester of Jeeps,
No, you said the
actually.
Chester.
I'm tired.
The reason we're all so exhausted right now is because we just made a day trip out to the cove and had a pretty good time. That was a good solid day of wheeling.
It was PJ's first time on the trails in God knows how long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
not
PJ
my
was like,
first
not my
time.
first
PJ, why don't you
time.
just clarify?
just my first time in a long time.
How long?
Well, you showed us the picture from the cove
That
11
picture
years
on
ago.
Instagram was back in 2010, 2011.
Yeah.
I've been to Roush. I've been to the Cove, obviously. And I think the last Roush trip I went on was 2013, 2014-ish.
So that was
It's like 10 years.
Like, built a heel.
That's 8, Tom.
Well, that's what turn around. The last hurrah, they still do that.
I didn't go to that one.
I know,
I
but they still do that.
They still
trip.
do that.
Do they?
Yeah.
Built a Year happens every year.
Built a heel. Yeah.
I was gonna go
Maybe
last
it was-
year, but I never finished my Jeep.
Maybe it was the last 7-slot sponsored one. Because I think Angel was getting a little burnt out doing
I
it.
would imagine.
So
But-
it's been 8 years since you've been
Probably.
wheeling.
Yeah, because for the longest time, my transmission was dead.
No.
I had to find a transmission.
Yeah.
Then I couldn't actually do the transmission. I literally did it in the driveway when I lived in Percival.
You mean 42 RLEs go bad?
Shocker. Yeah. Well, they went bad when I was working at Full On. You know, driving from Lovettsville to Fauquier County every day.
Wow.
Yeah. At least it was against traffic.
So that Jeep's got some mileage.
Yes. 168.
Oh
It's
wow.
just broken in for a
That's
four-liter.
that's not bad at all.
75,000.
Yeah. His first car.
Yep.
That LG
I told
is
you
his
that.
first car.
Yeah.
That's my first car
jealous.
ever.
I'm jealous.
Never getting rid of it.
At this point, you can't.
shouldn't.
No.
Ever.
What is it? Jake?
Yeah.
Yeah. Him and I were, LJ talking
As
back and forth, and he was like, "Yeah, this one's been in Hawaii, blah blah blah," and I was like, "What?" Because I think he bought his for, I think 10 grand, and it had 60 or 75,000, and I was like, "Yeah, I bought mine for like 7 grand more than you did." And he was like, 75,000 miles for 17 grand. That's still a pretty good fucking deal for like
LJ.
an LJ that's still pretty clean. Like it had a 3.5 budget
anymore.
lift, 33s, and it was just a
cheap.
grocery getter.
That's cheap for an LJ.
Yeah.
that was a good group we were with. We were with
It's a good group of boys. We all almost died.
We're gonna die out here. You shouldn't have come. You shouldn't have come here.
that was fun. That group was put together by Travis.
Yeah, our buddy Travis, who's friend of the group, friend of the shop, customer, associate,
Banker.
jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Finally popped his cherry into real off-roading.
He's never been actually off-roading before?
No, he's Flagpole and Peters Mill were the only two places he's ever been
Yeah,
wheeling.
those are just like ATV trail.
Yeah, fire roads.
Yeah.
Fire roads.
Well, he even said, like, when we first drove into the cove, he made that joke standing there,
Don't mind the zoo that we're recording in
or
today.
the freezer that's going off right now.
We're making do with what we got. But we got like 200 pounds of dog running around while we're recording. You can probably hear the tail going 100 miles an hour.
You got a few more weeks till the studio's ready in Tom's basement. High quality.
Super high quality. But yeah, that
We're recording.
I mean, it's obviously the trails have probably changed a lot since you were there. Like, just not from
They're
like
probably
the actual trails, but
They're probably still marked about the same. The
Yeah.
Those are the markings have not
I've
changed.
also only been to the Cove once.
So yeah, it was all new.
The last time I went to
No,
the
you've been
Cove.
twice.
Well, yes, I've been twice now. But the last actual time I've been to the Cove area was at the shooting range.
Oh, you went to the shooting range.
Yeah, the last time.
Yeah.
Like with Jake and Forrest. We actually went.
that wasn't too long ago because I knew
Different
Forrest.
Jake. Different Jake than
Yeah,
today.
different Jake.
Odin.
Because the first time I went, I had like no confidence in that Jeep at all.
Well,
You called that confidence?
I had no idea how to do it.
I think that's true of most people when they first go out.
Because I was with a big group, and it was like they took this left-hand turn up this steep embankment with just jagged rocks, and I was like,
Oh, quorum.
nope. So then it was just me and whoever I was riding with.
That sounds like you turn easy.
It could.
Oh,
Be.
you turn hard. You turn hard.
Camp, RTI ramp. We
Yeah.
went up that hill, like right in front of the RTI
Past Camp
ramp.
2?
We went up that way and then took a right somewhere.
What's behind Camp?
That's you turn hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
somewhere.
You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
sneak up past the bathrooms and catch
yeah.
Middle Road.
Yeah.
I'm the trail expert when it comes to the Cove. That's the only place I know the trails really well.
Yeah,
But I know the trails.
Found myself in the left-hand side of the shooting range the first time I went because I was just like guiding myself at that point. So I just like bobbed around for the longest time, and then it was like 3 dudes at the shooting range just turned around like, "You shouldn't be here." Bye.
Sounds like taking a wrong turn off the overlook.
Oh, God.
That was back before they had tables and everything set up for the shooting range too. So they were just standing there with their vehicles, just like.
Yeah. I'm sure you noticed. I'm sure you noticed the new long distance range that we drove by.
Yes,
It's very
I did
nice.
notice that one
Yeah.
because we passed that one the last time we went to
Yeah.
the other range.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were out for 4, 5, 6 hours.
We were there about 9. We
6
got there
hours.
about 9.
9,
Yeah.
9 to 3 o'clock. We
9
were
to
on the
3,
trails, but it was
yeah.
also 95 degrees out,
was
and we were
unbearably
all
hot.
dying.
Yeah, Trevor and I were the only ones with air conditioning. It wasn't
No,
too
Travis
bad.
had it.
Yeah, but he also doesn't have like a top.
True. We were
So-
completely encapsulated in
Yes.
the ice cold.
Yeah,
AC.
for not wheeling like serious, he did really
did great.
He did
Yeah.
really good. He really
Yeah.
impressed me, and he like didn't hold back.
No.
He got more confident as the day went on,
Yeah.
which is always good to see.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you
Usually
get people
it goes
who
the
like,
way.
yeah, usually it does go the other. You hit one hard obstacle and people are like, oh, I don't know. Travis went up one semi-difficult obstacle for a beginning Jeeper,
Yeah.
and immediately was like, this is the greatest day of my life. And from then on, literally never stopped.
Yeah, I was
Like,
hoping the guy in the JL would kind of break himself in, but he was still like a little nervous all day.
Well, to be fair, I mean that.
I mean, he said at the end of the day, he said that was the hardest he's ever even
Yeah.
attempted.
Yeah.
That
And,
was some
like-
pretty intimidating trails for
Yeah.
somebody who hasn't wheeled that hard before.
Yeah.
Especially in that expensive of a vehicle.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
It's when you're still making payments on it, it's
Yeah.
hard to lay it on its side. Travis just stopped caring.
Yeah.
The guys in the other LJ
Well, which
watched
is-
me go up,
which is funny.
nasty, and they're
Yeah.
like, "We don't want to do that line." I'm like, "No, I just did it really poorly. just come up. I'll spot you the right way."
Do as I say, not as I do.
Well, it's funny that you
getting
say
your
that
sticker. Yeah.
because earlier in the day you had said that same thing. You're like, there's a line that people cross from. Ooh, I don't want to break my Jeep to I don't care anymore. This is so much fun. Travis crossed that about 20 minutes into
Yeah.
the first trail.
I think it helped too. Like he hangs around the shop so much.
Yeah.
that, like I think mentally he was prepared for it to not be flagpole. Like he knew we weren't going to run fire roads. He knew we were going to go
Thanks.
run some real trails.
We're pouring beer.
Well, and I think
Attempting to.
Refill.
I got it at this point. At this point, I got it. Jesus.
You're much better at that than I am.
Been driving a JK with death wobble all day.
You're not wrong. My hands are still a little shaky.
We needed a Nadav.
Yeah. Mystery beer peer.
Did you mean to run the red light this morning?
yes, he did.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I like. The problem is his rotors are also warped. So if I hit the brakes too hard, I trigger the death
I
wobble.
figured you did it intentionally, but I was like, Tom.
Well, I saw it and I was like, this is gonna be a long yellow.
Guess we did that on the way back. When it was
and-
3 of us.
You know
Where did that happen at?
that was the
going
light at
into
Berryville.
Winchester.
Okay.
It was going in. It was no. It's the first Winchester light. There's
sorry,
a random
yeah.
7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, it wasn't. No, it was when we went through the one where we take the left to get to Mackenzie's dad's house.
No, that's the first light.
That's the very
but
first
that's
variable light.
that's what we ran.
The light just before the Exxon, I think.
Yeah,
That gas station on the right.
It was
and
deeper
the
than
fairgrounds are just behind it.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny you asked that because I told him because we went through it and I knew that you had blown through the red and I was like, well, hope PJ didn't just get popped because
I was like, Clark County, they can't afford red light.
Yeah, they don't have red light cameras.
yeah, you know what'll happen if you get popped for that red light, right?
No.
You're fired.
Sorry.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, but at least this time it's for a driving infraction and not leaving your
you just-
windows
you
down.
just-
It still
Test drive
sucks
out of the
ass to me,
parking
I
lot.
know.
Darn. Guess somebody else has to drive Kevin's.
Too soon.
But yeah,
Too soon.
no, we would bring you back.
Hopefully he
as
doesn't listen.
we would bring you back as a subcontractor just to do that job.
Yeah.
We need to hire Northern Virginia's premier Bronco expert.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we would hire you back as a subcontractor as full time because
Yeah.
you can't afford to fire you.
1099.
Yeah, there you go.
1099. You pay your own taxes now.
Does that mean I get 2 paychecks now?
No.
No.
Mine and Jason's.
You never know unless you ask the question. Roll those dice.
Send the check?
He's caught on.
Somebody's been listening.
Send 2 checks.
Send the checks.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got there.
touched
We
him
had
now.
like 6 Jeeps today out messing around in the cove. Yeah, there was 6.
He's just being mauled
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, 6. It was pretty, and it went really well for that many newbies. I think we were too shy of what we were expecting to have.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we were down. a
Yeah,
couple.
we were down 2. But yeah, I think it went really well. And I mean, we've experienced that in the past where doing trails at the Cove in smaller groups, you move a little bit quicker. Even if someone gets stuck,
a little bit more relaxed,
Yeah, it's a little bit more of a relaxed atmosphere.
Yeah, BJ, feel free. Are you getting the dog's ice?
No, I think he's trying to fix your ice maker that
Oh,
won't shut off.
It doesn't. No, he's getting the dog's ice.
No, he's
No,
not.
he's trying to fix
It
the ice
doesn't.
maker.
It doesn't not make noise.
We're trying to be
Just unplug the
professionals.
fridge.
We're trying to be professionals, people. I'm sorry.
I think he's just getting the dog's ice.
That's actually pretty good.
That was.
It's all broke at once.
Soon enough, we will have a professional studio with no ambient noises or wild animals, birds chirping in the background. It's only going to take 15 episodes, but we're going to get there.
We're at 10. This is gonna be 11.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to
Yeah.
take about 15
It's a
episodes.
full more.
but
Yeah,
we'll get
another
there.
month. Yeah.
How many viewers are we at now?
Not enough. Not enough to afford a studio.
All my family and friends.
We hit 500 overall viewers.
And employees.
We have a lot of family and friends, though.
Yeah, we hit 500 overall downloads like yesterday.
It's pretty good.
For being 10 episodes in, and it's like 2.5 months.
For recording in backyards and basements and kitchens. Yeah, I think we're doing all right. I think you made it worse. Well, we'll see how sensitive these mics are. I won't pick it up. I don't know. I heard the AC unit in my basement running through the entire SEMA episode.
It's true.
And for 30 minutes, I'm going, what is that? No, I thought it was my car making the noise. Because, yes, I do go back and listen to ourselves just to make sure.
Oh, I can't do that. I
Well,
listen
you
to it
listen
enough
to
when
it
I
a few
edit
times.
it. Yeah. I give myself the listen on Spotify. I just hit
Yeah.
Marcus played.
Usually when Carrie tells me that it was a good episode, I go back and listen to it. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember this. That was a good time.
We had fun hanging out with our friends just like we always do.
Yeah.
For fun, damn it.
But, yeah, it's...
We're going to make that a t-shirt.
We have
yeah,
to.
We have
Yeah.
to.
Dirt nerds were fun, damn
The
it.
first ones to get it are wives.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And
And on the back, it's going to say send the check.
We're out drinking.
just for Carrie.
I'm solid. Send the check.
Love you. Don't yell at me 2 weeks in the future.
Hey, future Tom, duck.
Make sure you work late tomorrow.
Our poor listeners.
So confused.
But yeah,
No, yeah.
it was a solid trip today. I mean, definitely.
God damn it.
Oh,
Clink, 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 clink. I'd rather listen to that than the fucking cow that's coming out of your fucking freezer.
Maybe recording today wasn't the best idea.
It's all good. It'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
It will be. Hey,
Yeah, it's-
we were told this is what people wanted to hear.
You're not wrong. You're
So-
not wrong. Actually, on our way to record this, they're
Yes,
like, we could listen
at
to you
the
guys
bar.
talk all day.
Yeah.
Because
we're fun, damn it.
So we're going to talk for about 30 minutes.
To be fair, she's never listened to the podcast.
Yeah.
And where were we? We were at Bear Chase. Send the check.
They definitely
Sponsored.
Oh, hey, Bear Chase, we want to use the Bear Cave to record the podcast every few weeks.
That'd be awesome.
Ooh,
Yeah,
send the
isn't
check.
That Airbnb like $1,600?
No.
The Bear Cave, where they serve beer
Let
down
us
there.
use the cave.
Send the growler.
We already finished ours, so please send another one.
Yeah, solid group.
Made some new friends.
Some new friends, some new
Nick,
customers.
Jake,
Or were they
Jess.
all customers already?
Jake technically he bought parts from
Yeah,
us.
Jake technically is.
Nick was not. He's a local guy. Well,
Yeah.
maybe we'll see.
Next to the bull run guy, I think.
Yeah. Shout out.
The bull run banner on his windshield.
Yeah, and metal cloak, everything.
Yeah.
Sorry, we'll replace that at some point.
Gold-plated excellence.
Chrome out.
You don't have to send the check, Metal Cloak.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Actually, if you want to send the warranty check for Tom Walk's
Yeah.
suspension that we threw in the dumpster, that'd be good. Anyway,
Let's talk
Yeah,
about
Tom
that
Walks
setup.
he did so good.
That
Or not
setup.
he.
the Jeep.
Jeep
That's because I was driving it. That's why
You did so good, Tom.
Yeah.
No, those
Tom and
Falcon
Tom.
shocks.
Yes.
Holy
Yeah. Speaking of
crap,
send the
dude.
check.
Terraflex,
Send
the check.
Everyone should spend the money on Falcon shocks. We've driven a lot of
How many
different
rigs?
Jeeps on the road, on trails, and I can tell you.
Did they make them for TJs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
do
Yeah.
actually
They make them for
TJ.
XJs.
Setup?
Do they?
The two-
They have Falcon
I think so. I think I've seen them.
Everything?
I think the 2.1's only.
I don't know, but we have internet.
We can check.
We'll check later, Tom.
I want to check now.
No, we're gonna check now.
Okay, we'll check now. I'm looking to make sure the weather's not going to rain on PJ on the way home.
Oh, it's
fine.
going to rain on PJ. Like, we already looked on the way
Yeah,
here.
it's
There's a big old storm.
it's at
coming in.
Winchester already.
I have no carpet. It's fine.
Perfect.
What is it?
Pull the
Neither
drain
do I.
plugs.
Top. Oh, yeah, it's pretty fine.
Yeah, Tom's Jeep did much better than I expected
Yes.
to. But I guess it's also because he's not driving.
That
Tom
does help.
Walk, by the way, he was on episode 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tom Walk's Jeep.
Drug
did-
dealer of the off-road world.
Drug dealer.
Just kidding, FBI.
Well, we already covered that in a future episode.
Yes.
Well, I guess it's a past
In the
episode
past,
now.
in the past episode, in the future.
Oh, my brain hurts.
The
Back to the podcast.
podcast, future past.
That's a new T-shirt.
The podcast of future past. Sorry, X-Men.
Anyway,
Don't copyright
So
claim
yeah,
us.
yeah.
His Jeep.
Tom's Jeep needed a desperate overhaul in the suspension department.
He still needs an overhaul.
Hey Tom, don't let your wife listen to this one.
It was free, babe. They gave it to me.
Spend more money.
He's sponsored.
Yeah.
Shop rep.
No. But
Yeah.
I mean, how old is that lift kit? 5 years?
I put that on.
The original metal cloak kit?
I put that on in 2017 when we all met.
Correct.
That we did that one in my dad's driveway.
Correct.
So we joke. I mean, the metal cloak stuff.
So yeah, 5 years.
does work. It's not that it's bad. Tom didn't do any maintenance on it. Ever.
He does oil changes.
Does he?
Does he?
I don't know. That's a great question.
So that's- I
He was
gonna
he
ask
was
him on
asking us
Monday.
about the rod knock, which doesn't exist.
No, lifter tick.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
JK lifter tick.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah, it is a
3/6
JK.
tick. But yeah, we basically decided it was time to just freshen everything up. You know, the springs were kind of rusted and making noise, and
Like the freezer.
yeah, like the freezer. The
PJ's losing his fucking mind over here.
the shocks were pretty rusted out.
that's
A
your
couple
gun?
were leaking.
No.
So like he was having like just random death wobble, which it's less random now.
It's a Jeep thing. You wouldn't
It's a,
understand.
yeah, it's a Jeep thing.
It's way more ABS related.
But also going back the
PJ,
years,
you're not going to fix it.
you're not gonna fix it.
Please keep your dirty hands out of my ice.
No, you just spit in it. Spit in the ice. Is it the ice cream container
Seriously,
rattling?
you need a new
No.
fridge.
Yeah, I would
Fridge is new.
warranty that.
Yeah, dude, that thing is
So
terrible.
PJ's gonna fix it before the day's out.
You're just going to turn off the ice maker?
Anyway, so when you guys originally did that lift, we'll go very budget build. You basically put springs and shocks in it.
Yeah, oh, definitely,
No
100%.
geometry correction. The thing drove like absolute garbage.
Same thing to mine in Tim's driveway.
Yeah.
To be fair,
That was
I
before we
remember-
knew what we were doing.
I remember
Also
like
true.
4 or 5 months ago, we had like a spare rear track bar bracket in, and I was like, "Ooh, Tom, you need this." And we put it on his Jeep that night, and he drove home. He's like, "My Jeep's never driven better." And I was like, "Oh dear God!" So we
sounds
ended
like Nick after we
Yeah.
put all those new stuff.
So
in there.
we ended up getting some rock crawler arms and joints, new rock crawler triple rate springs. We went up an inch in lift. We went from 2.5 to a 3.5.
His drive shaft did not appreciate it.
No,
Yeah,
that
it
thing
was-
was not happy. I'm surprised you made it over that first obstacle, though.
First of all,
I'm surprised I made it all day with it. Actually,
First
off,
you could.
his drive shaft wasn't happy before we did that.
Fair.
It was.
How many drive shafts have we replaced with him?
Come here, PJ.
Like, what's that?
That's his third drive shaft in
Yeah.
5 years.
Yeah, he's gotten
That's pretty
like
bad.
2 from Rob and 1
Yeah.
from was it Tammy, Jeep
Yeah, it was
Mama?
Jeep Mama. And
It's okay, PJ.
don't worry, the new drive shafts are coming from Adams. We just didn't have
Oh,
them
dear.
in time. This is going to be such a shit show of a fucking podcast.
It's gonna be great. Watch
We're
this.
fun. We're fun, damn it.
Watch this be the most listened to.
But yeah, no,
chaos.
that thing was awesome on the trails. Like Trevor and I were talking, we may maybe start packaging like custom lift kits where like we really like these rock crawler springs with these Falcon 3.1s and these control arms and start packaging them as like a Dirt Nerds stage 1, stage 2 type thing.
Well, you've been talking about that for a long time, is doing the
Yeah,
stage.
Yeah, but that
stage
was
builds.
we were
that was
looking
more
at
like overall, like total stuff on the Jeep, right?
Yeah.
Like stage 1 was just a lift kit,
Right,
right?
like a 2.5 wheels and
Yeah, like
tires.
stage 2 was
Okay.
lift kit, wheels and tires, and
Bumpers
bumpers,
and a winch.
and then stage 3 was fully decked out with everything.
so
This
I
is a
made-
little bit
yeah.
more us specific, like
Yeah.
brand specific kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
that makes sense.
But that thing floated over.
Yeah,
obstacles.
Yeah, it was
It
nice.
was super comfortable.
Yeah.
It gripped well.
It was nice watching because like I was in my garbage Cherokee and I felt everything, and you guys looked like you were riding down the highway because the body,
Well,
the
Had
axles
the air
moving, but the body
conditioning
didn't.
blowing.
The
You
crazy
guys were whipping through obstacles, like keeping pace with
Well,
me.
here's the thing. We didn't want to stop because if we got stuck, then we had to increase wheel speed, which made the drive shaft unhappy.
Yeah, I was keeping
So
an eye
keeping
on that too.
momentum
There was a lot of
really
noise.
important
Yeah.
today.
Yeah,
But yeah, it was because even when we hit those obstacles where we were kind of really getting tossed around, it would settle really quickly.
Yeah.
So it was super nice.
Yeah, I had all 4 shocks on mine too today because
Did you?
last time, yeah, they were all in there this time.
Didn't look like it.
No, they were.
last time we bajaed down
we-
middle road and you ripped a shock out of your
Yeah, that
ass.
was fun. Yeah, and it felt really nice. And my favorite thing right now is
But
I
when
can
Scrappy didn't have any shocks, it was super floaty.
I can hear my shocks. You hear the pistons working.
I don't think you're supposed to.
I don't know. It's a Cherokee. Who knows?
what?
Also, they're
Pretty sure that's not how that works.
yeah.
the front shocks are not anything quality. The back shocks are Bilstein. Bilstein.
You know,
Send the check.
PJ's steering stabilizer is
Yeah.
Bill Steen.
No,
It's one
custom.
of-
So what's
Bill
Bill
Stein.
Stein?
Well,
What's the
Sorry.
story with that? Because it's not.
Custom order.
custom order from Staples.
Yep.
I need to know the backstory to this.
He
There is
peeled.
no backstory.
He peeled off the cover
It
and
came-
took a Staples Sharpie.
we got 'em from-
and wrote.
There was no cover.
You know how you have Reed racing knuckles
Yeah.
on the front of your Cherokee?
We got it from the same
Yes.
place you got your Reed Racing Knuckles.
from the Sharpie store.
That was,
there was no cover. I just wanted to be fancy with a PH and write Bilstein on it.
Shitbox.
Shitbox. But it's an LJ. It's an LJ
put it to you
shitbox,
this way.
so it's
it
still
was
nice.
it was a
It's
two,
a rare shitbox.
It was a $2.99 upgrade.
Yeah.
And it made a world of difference.
Yeah.
It's spelled incorrectly, but it still works.
I think you just blew Tim's mind. I don't think he realized it was spelled wrong.
I didn't even look at it that closely.
Good.
It's Bill Stein.
Yeah, not Steen. For anyone who doesn't
Same
know, just look
difference.
it up.
It's in the driver. I'll go look at it. Yeah. We'll post a picture.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah,
Are we 30 minutes in yet? Are we done?
but it was a
Still on
good
the
that was a
rails.
good day to considering that was our first trip out all year.
Yeah, I was there. The shop's been too busy. We have no
Yeah,
way
that
on
was it was a lot of
You
fun.
made it out, Tim.
Yeah, I made it at one trip with the Baltimore boys, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
But I don't really plan on going out again unless someone asks me to go out, or
Main Jambo.
or we're all going out as a group.
Yeah.
Which is hopefully main Jambo for us.
Yeah.
What exactly is the Baltimore Boys?
They're
Oh,
boys from
Boys from
Baltimore,
Baltimore.
and they all drive square headlight garbage. And
Square headlight squad, bro.
so we
100%.
invented a new suspension thing called the Baltimore 3-link.
Yes. Oh, I forgot about that. I totally forgot. PJ, your face right now is immaculate.
So the
I wish we were capturing this reaction on video.
The Baltimore 3-link is when you have the factory Cherokee suspension and rip an upper control arm in half.
PJ
and
is dying
ruin
inside.
your whole front.
Yep.
Like
PJ's
yeah.
heart is ripped out of
But-
his chest.
but
You
But-
also Baltimore 3-linked your
I did.
ZJ.
Yeah, well, and then I Baltimore 2-linked it.
No, he Jersey 2 linked it.
PJ, welcome to the shit show. No, but the
You're
key,
our friend now.
the key,
You mine now.
the key
You're
to-
my friend. We're
the
having
key
some
to
tacos for
proper-
dinner.
A proper Baltimore 3-link is you have to rip the chassis side bracket off.
Correct.
If you rip the axle side off, it's too easy. The chassis side bracket has to come off.
It's got to be a Cherokee.
It's got to be an XJ.
That was so much fun. We got to get back out with them again. That was so much fun.
We can't. Bobby Nine sold his Jeep.
I don't think he sold it yet because he told me he would pay me when he sold it. He told me he'd give me a commission if he sold it above a certain number, and I'm like, that's fine.
Even,
I don't know.
even if it's not somebody you recommend.
Yeah, because I think we mentioned it on the podcast. Royalties.
Hey, everyone out, all three people that listen to this weekly, if you want an XJ, it's got a custom 3-link.
We're trying to go to SEMA.
Yeah, it is.
It's got a custom 3-link that PJ will fix
No,
as
he
the
did-
resident
he
XJ
did fix
expert
it.
at the shop.
He did fix it. He fixed the 3-link.
Did he?
Fixed it.
No.
But PJ, you love XJs. You've got a J in your name. It works perfectly.
I did tell myself when I started working for Jeep.
XJ.
XJ.
PJ LJ, PJ XJ.
Jeep. P Jeep.
No.
I tried.
When I started
We could
working
turn
for
his
Jeep, I
LJ
was
into
so
the
committed to
PJK.
like, I'm gonna work my way up to the ladder and like, be so up there with Jeep that I'm gonna make my own Jeep name and be like,
Yeah.
the Jeep PJ.
It's the PJK.
Yeah.
No, I think we
There's
should.
not a PJ, is there? I don't think so.
Well, there might be
There,
eventually.
there will be.
It might be,
they're gonna run-
at this point, it's going to be a JP, though.
Yeah, JP.
It's not going to be.
I'm
And everyone's gonna buy it just because
hey,
the name.
His name on Facebook is John Patrick, so it would work.
Oh, they can find you now. Oh no.
Damn it!
Don't Zuckerberg my other profile.
The one with
Joe-
no
Joe
picture
Byron,
and
if
like
you're listening
4
to this.
friends.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, solid day
We didn't
today.
talk about wheeling at all in this episode.
I mean, we did.
The problem was the only drama that happened through the whole thing was Jake's battery being dead in the Walmart parking lot and having to
Yeah.
tow start
Was that?
across
Was
the
that?
Walmart.
It didn't work.
It didn't work, so
That
we just
wasn't a good
jumped it.
send off.
But that was the only thing that happened
Yeah.
the whole
I
trip.
did. I did when you guys
Oh,
when I had to
you-
jog.
Yeah,
because
jog.
you guys
That-
drove
that-
past.
whoa.
Let's back that
Whoa.
up. It was a little more than a
So
yog.
Travis and I turned, and nobody else turned.
Here's what happened. When we polled the group and asked, hey, who else saw Tim take that turn down that trail? And everyone went,
No.
we didn't see him.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
So
it's,
do you think maybe it
And
was...
then comes Tim.
No. No, it was more like this. It was more like, hey! Hey, guys!
Was it you yelling at me or him yelling at
It was me. It was me yelling.
It was him. All I heard
You know,
was,
you know what? You know what the best part was?
from like a quarter mile away,
You know,
and then I jogged up
who
the
the
trail.
hell
Because
is
it was
yelling
this.
like
Because
that?
it was this. Hey guys!
Yeah.
Guys, wait!
I thought it was
Guys,
you
wait!
yelling at me.
I thought it was.
back. What are you yelling
If I'm honest,
Dude,
I
I
thought it
looked
was
at
like
him.
Travis singing.
I looked at him and I was like, who? Because we stopped, right? And we kept hearing the voice. And he's trying to look around the Jeeps to see what's going on. I'm like, what is going on up there? Like,
I
is
thought
someone in a...
someone was like having a heart attack.
Yeah,
or,
like,
I
dying.
was just trying to get your.
Well,
he was.
Then we
Tim
remember that
was.
Tim was having a heart attack behind us.
Hey, that's my cardio for the year.
That we had lost them because you and Travis both got some pretty good ground over Nick.
Yeah. That's
So here's
fair.
here's what you're going to learn about Tim.
Tim
when he
driving fast on the
guides,
trails?
So
No.
so
Tim
so
likes to get
it's-
a quarter mile ahead of the rest of the group.
Yes.
And then when we all catch up, he goes, where were you guys?
as a guide, I know it's bad practice, but
It's
as
the
long as-
worst practice.
As long as I can see the guy behind me and the guy behind him occasionally, I'm gonna keep
That's-
rolling.
No.
Well, see, so
But also, I wasn't
so
guiding today. I was just leading my friends in the
this is-
woods.
That makes you the guide.
Yes.
This is where
But
I
for some of
differ.
us that have never been there for like years or at all,
This is where I differ in because when I guide,
I wasn't guiding.
My only rule is don't make me run. So I make a extra effort to not have to walk or run anywhere throughout the day.
He just makes me do it.
The whole reason I got into jeeping was because I don't like hiking.
So yeah, then we were on
Hiking
Wahoo.
in a vehicle.
Travis and I were on Wahoo, and you guys turned down a.
We didn't turn.
We didn't turn.
Stayed on
We
the road.
stayed
No, I'm saying, but
You turned without the rest of the group.
but when we found the cutout for Wahoo,
Oh yes, we.
you guys turned down the cutout for Wahoo, and I bawled to catch up to the group, and I jumped my Jeep. The front axle was off the
Allegedly.
ground for
nobody was there
a
to
hot
see it.
minute.
For
Yeah,
a
nobody was
good
there.
0.00001 seconds.
Does the XJ catch air if nobody's there to see it? Does a tree make a noise if it falls in the woods if nobody's there to hear it?
You really messed that one up. If a tree falls in the woods and there's nobody there to hear it, does it make a sound?
He literally just asked that question just in a different way.
Yeah.
He said,
that's fine.
does a tree make noise if it falls in the woods and nobody's around to hear it?
So yes, I jumped.
Does a shit
Tell me you're tired.
Wheel in the woods.
Does a shitbox jump in the woods if there's nobody to see it? So I jumped my Cherokee and my spring came out and landed between my shock and the pumpkin.
So there I was. I jumped my XJ, but nobody was around to see it.
But
That was like-
I was driving so fast that I was able to fix it and get back on the trail before anybody noticed.
So what I did is I didn't realize it for a while because I just heard something was like messed up. So I just as soon as we got back in the group, I just drove up a hill and dropped the spring all the way out and just put it back in because there's no spring retainers.
Maybe
Problem
we should
solved.
Maybe we should fix
That was the only trail fix of the day though, which was really nice. Other than the one time we had to jump after lunch was
Yeah, but that was expected, and that was in a nice open clearing, so not a big deal.
Yeah.
Which is LJ on LJ love,
which makes it a really good day for
Yeah,
being
we
like
did. They
Yeah, we
kissed.
made out.
yeah.
Kissed.
yeah. It's my old man laugh. Yeah, we made out.
If you guys can't tell, PJ fits in terribly with this group.
It's not gonna work out.
Jesus Christ.
It'll probably be the last time we see PJ. He's never gonna hang out with us again. He seems so miserable.
I hate it. It's terrible.
Because we're not fun, damn it.
We're not fun.
Yeah, other than the swirl thing, I'm surprised I didn't overheat because the heat today.
I'm also surprised the JK didn't overheat.
I was more surprised by that, too.
You did overheat. I saw your boob sweat.
When I ran, yes, I
Did you see
overheated.
PJ's back sweat?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it was bad.
He also had the seatbelt sweat line.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
The nice thing was I thought the JK at some point would overheat because we blasted the air conditioning
The
for the
whole
entire
time.
day, and it didn't. It was great.
The only one I
Yay,
was
modern
really worried about was
technology.
the JL because that fan was like working hyper speed.
Those
Yeah, but
those
they're
JLs
just loud.
They had,
Wait, what was it sound like?
Want to do it again?
Yes.
those JLs have more temp sensors than
They need.
Yeah,
Error.
yeah.
Well, he warned Nick at the beginning of the day. He's like, you may see
Yeah,
a power steering overheat
when his
warning
brake
come
light
up.
came on and then went off, I was like, that honestly was probably just hot.
He stopped the whole. He's like, I need to talk to Tom. My brake light's on, and I'm like, yeah, I'm sure it's fine, but if you want to talk to him, we'll stop for a minute.
And then for whatever reason,
It's like
to
just
travel,
ignore all your overheating warnings until something actually breaks. Then
Well,
let us know.
so my rule is my dummy light for my oil pressure sensor is always on.
Oh.
I don't know if it works or not, but my Jeep hasn't stopped running yet because it's no gauge.
That sounds
it's
like
just,
Scrappy.
It's just the dummy light.
You don't have an oil pressure
Nope,
gauge?
it's just a dummy light.
You just need
I mean, Scrappy really
yeah.
didn't either. It was always a zero.
Scrappy decided when it would and wouldn't make oil pressure.
That's true.
That was not a sending unit issue. That was an elevation issue.
Yeah, so the whole
Uphill, no oil pressure.
I.e., 1 degree of elevation, no oil
Uphill,
pressure.
no oil
The-
pressure.
the whole-
Downhill, a little bit of oil pressure. Flat ground, great oil
Awesome.
pressure.
the whole time we were on trickle,
40
my oil
PSI.
pressure light was on.
Yeah, that's right.
So I mean, I may not have
if it's not screeching or ticking or tapping, you're good.
cam bearings anymore, but we'll find out. I guess.
It's a 4 liter. It's a 4 liter. It'll run for at least another 5 years.
What?
Sorry, but
Do you
we
need to
did
go see a doctor? You're wheezing
It's my
a lot.
emphysema.
So we did inhale a lot of dust. It was very dusty on the trails today.
PJ was balling like a real
That-
man,
Oh, yeah,
smoking
little
a
tank slapper.
pipe on the trail.
I was going with the tank
Yeah,
slapper.
the tank
he had
slapper
coming
at the end
here.
of the day. Yeah.
What was the tank stopper? I missed that.
Oh yeah, we were drifting down your
Oh, yes, coming to my house after bear chase.
Yeah.
Just
Bear chase in the
throwing
check.
it.
That was
Just
not
fucking-
part of the wheeling today.
You know what? That was part of the wheeling. That was by choice. You know what was real fun? The very first time that we were coming to your house, and you told us that you lived 2 minutes past Bear Chase, and I was like, oh, I don't need a GPS. I'll just go to Bear Chase and drive past it, and we'll see the yellow mailbox. We'll be good. And then after I drove for like 5 miles past Bear Chase and didn't see a yellow mailbox, I was like, maybe I should GPS it. Well, I was
This
in
is true.
This is a true story. I was in a rental car.
You being a terrible guide?
Yeah.
It was just the next paved road down.
Yeah, but
It's 1,000 feet, but
PJ, here's the best part.
1,000 feet?
yeah, it's
The next
1,000
morning,
feet vertical between.
I was going on a trip to South Carolina with my wife and my dog, so we had rented a car for more space. And I take the rental down the road we just came down.
What rental was it though? What was it?
It was a Jeep Cherokee,
Like a new
like
one.
the KL Cherokees.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not a real Cherokee.
So it's trail rated.
No, well, it wasn't trail rated.
No,
'cause
it
it was
wasn't.
limited. It wasn't a trail hawk.
Yeah.
And the whole time we're bombing down this hill because me being me, I'm like, this is a blast. We're in the rental, which is in my wife's name, and I'm screaming, we're overlanding, we're overlanding, and she's freaking out
As were the dogs.
because we also have no the dogs weren't with us.
Ah.
But we also had no idea where we were going at this point because Tim's directions
There's
were
no
go
cell
to
phone
Bear
service.
Chase and drive forward. Yeah.
It's like my brother's father-in-law. Whenever he drives my brother's
Oh, yeah,
Cherokee,
he's dirt nerding.
He's dirt nerd. I'm dirt nerding, guys. Send us all your videos of you dirt nerding down the road, which is just driving down the road saying you're dirt nerding.
Cats and kittens. we should start sending him videos of us going, we're dirt nerdigans.
He would love that.
Suck it, Will.
in your
We got told
X-Jays.
today again our name was awesome.
More great names.
Yeah,
The
people
dirt
love
nerds.
people love their name.
But, yeah. So that's all for today because we're really tired.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a
And-
nap before I drive home.
No.
You're gonna take a nap before you drive home. Where are you gonna? I guess in the spare bed. Yeah,
Because your couch looks really comfortable.
it is
from
really
here.
comfortable.
Yeah.
It's very
Or we
deep.
could
You
just
can
go
get stuck
home.
in it.
Oh, perfect. I'll get stuck in the couch. Dog on top
I'll drive you
of
to
me.
work in the morning.
That's fine.
All right.
Your car's there anyway.
Yeah.
It actually all works
I
out.
can also just drive the Jeep that I drove here. To
well,
work
Trevor
on.
needs to get home. Trevor doesn't want to sleep
Trevor
here.
can sleep on the other side of the couch.
No.
Ooh,
No,
cuddles.
we're going.
Dirt nerd cuddles.
You got 2 dogs.
Anyway.
That's a new T-shirt. Dirt nerd cuddles.
No.
No.
No,
Hard pass on that
PJ,
one.
don't design that one.
Anyway. Thanks for.
Is a no-go.
Oh, it's DNC. It's even better.
On that note.
No.
Sounds like a cool rap group.
Hey, the fridge noise stopped.
God damn it. And on that note.
On that
Thanks for tuning in this week for this shit show of an episode. Follow us on all the social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook,
The
Dirt
Dirt
Drive Podcast. Thanks for listening to Tim's Fridge Noise all day.
It's at the Dirt Drive, not Dirt Drive Podcast.
Shut up, Tim. We're going home.
See you guys later.